Welcome back, friends. Don't forget, this is the August birthday bash giveaway month, so don't forget to leave a comment to give you a chance to win a game. Hey, Kirby. Oh, yeah? You excited for today's vlog? Bye! No, I was good at this earlier. There you go. Woo! He's hopping for joy. He's hopping for joy. There you go. There's your opener. Welcome, friends. Lost Scarf here, and it's time for the vlog where it's actually my birthday this time. My birthday was the 25th, and you know what? This is the Scarf Has No Chill vlog because it's once a year. Man should reflect. I reflect too damn often, but let's just go over some things real quick here. Why not? Let's go over things. I've been back and forth on whether or not I'd want to do like a vlog channel just because I know I've got opinions. But I wonder if there'd be any good opinions. But then again, how many opinions are good? How many are terrible? There's a lot of terrible opinions out there. There's a lot of them. And today, Scarf is going to just be mad at a bunch of people. I am mad at Angry Joe's community. They are some of the most entitled people ever, and it's very frustrating. Because he does amazing work. He does the same number of reviews every year. His mistake was that schedule. That was a dumb thing to do. He made himself beholden to his audience. That was a dumb thing to do. But he tried. He tried to appease, and it wasn't good enough, and he kept getting crap for it. They're like, people acted like he made less content when he was making more content. He was making just as many reviews, just movie reviews as well, and his thoughts on things, and thoughts on trailers, and all this stuff. And he was having fun doing it. It was fun watching him do all that stuff. But the number of views were the same, it's just they were spread out in a different way. And when he wanted to do his 2-month vacation, people flipped out. And it's like, there's literally no games in this chunk of time he wants to go on vacation. There is nothing to review here. October has a bunch of shit. This chunk of time he wants to go on vacation, there's nothing here. And you're pissed about that? The games dictate the reviews. You cannot just do a review on shit. Come on. What's going on there? The other thing is, you can't shame Joe into making more goddamn reviews. You can't shame a creator into making more. You either drive them into quitting, you can try to though, because they don't want to fail, they don't want to lose their channel or anything. But you're going to more likely burn out Angry Joe than you're going to get him to make more reviews. Like, forcing someone to create is never going to be as good as them creating on their own. And that's something you have to accept. That's something that has to happen. A community that is against that? Fuck you. I wish his community was better. I would always read the comments watching his stuff, and they just were not satisfied. And that's terrible. That's unfortunate. And that's not okay. It's just not. It's not okay. My community ever gets like that, I don't know how I let it happen. I'd be pissed as well. I don't think we'd ever do that because I try to be inclusive, I try to be friendly, I try to prune things. If we have someone in our community that's abusive, they get out. They're done. They're gone. We don't allow that. I let that be during the Smite years because I was scared of losing my audience. But the truth of the matter is, that was killing my audience. That was killing my community by allowing such elements to exist. Because it did make people uncomfortable, it did make some people not feel good, and some people did leave. Putting yourself under the gun is one of the worst things you can do. Angry Joe making that schedule made me depressed. I'm like, that's not good. That's unfortunate. And why does it make me depressed? Like, it's not my thing. It's because I'm in this realm. I'm on a smaller scale. I've looked up to Angry Joe, and he's one of the people that's inspiration. And it really sucks to see that. And so seeing someone become beholden to their audience, that's not good. The audience and the creator, you're together in this. You're together. You make something for your audience to enjoy, to consume. And they, of course, they donate, they share, they do all these things for you in this relationship. But if they're slapping back, despite the fact that you are doing just as much as you've been doing, there's something wrong. And sometimes it's an element of different people in the audience causing this. Maybe you got some of it, and the schedule is part of the factor for Joe. Other part of the factor is he did roll in the mud with some people, which does not help either. Fighting your audience does not help. Sometimes you got to let your work speak for itself. It's just, but you don't know. There's no way of really knowing what's the right thing to do. You got to talk to your audience, figure out what's going on. But the problem is, you've got some valid criticisms, but then you also have people just being completely shitty. And what happens, what ruins it for everyone, is the people who are just being shitty, they drown out everything else, and that's all you hear, and you don't really are going to hear the valid criticisms. The other thing is you have people who are shit, absolute terrible, who think they're valid criticisms, when they're actually just... No, they're not. There are a lot of people with a self-righteous fervor. I'm having one right now, towards his audience, who think they're right, who think they cannot be wrong, and they just go to town on something. And we all have these fervors, we all have these outrages, we all have these times when we feel so self-righteous and everything. And right now, that's how I'm feeling about Angry Joe and his audience. It's very unfortunate, and it makes me very mad. Because that's a great creator right there, being attacked by, not all of his audience, obviously. Some of his audience. And that sucks. It really does. I'm not happy about that. I really am not. So that's something I want to talk about for months, but I haven't, because, like, if you follow Twitter, you see me get mad on things now and then. I go on these rants, and that's basically what the vlog would be if I did it. It would just be, I wouldn't want it to be daily rants, but it would be at times, because I'd want it also to be exploratory. I'd want it to be, what do we think of this topic or that topic? Like, I really, really, really hate the Marvel vs. DC. I've always hated the console wars. I hate these rivalries that don't mean shit. They don't mean a damn thing. And there's one that I've wanted to do, and that is a dive into Marvel and DC and R-rated movies. And the reason for that is there are people who are like, Kevin Feige or whatever, he's just a pussy. He's not willing to do rated R movies. And I'm like, he's rolling in billions of dollars. He doesn't need to do rated R movies. Besides, what movies need to be rated R? Iron Man needs to be rated R? No. Captain America needs to be rated R? No. Who needs to be rated R? Who needs it? Guardians of the Galaxy is very fun, very family-ish. A lot of things going on. There's death and everything. But gratuitous violence doesn't need to make a movie. I like the PG-13 slot because you get a lot of action, you still get people dying, you just don't get graphic death, and you don't get a lot of foul language. And I don't care about that. I don't feel you need foul language to adult it up. Kids say the F word all the time. Adults say the F word all the time. I don't think you need it. That's just language. People get a charge out of just hearing the F word because they do. I don't think that's necessary. Now, violence is the thing to think about. The Wolverine, Logan, was very violent, and it should be. It's Wolverine. That is an R-rated movie. Deadpool, violent. Deadpool is Deadpool. There's dismemberment. There's a lot of different gory things with him. That should be rated R. PG-13, I think they could still make it work somehow because of who they are. I think they would be so self-referential, they could make it still funny. But as an R, it's very much what Deadpool should be. Rated R Guardians of the Galaxy, don't see the need for it. Rated R Captain America, Iron Man, don't need those. Rated R Thor, why even? What, he just gores up the ice guys when he beats them up? Like, why is that even necessary? The Avengers movies? There is Captain America saying language in the second Avengers movie because I think, was it Iron Man says shit. That's what he says. And that was a funny joke. He's like, language? Like, that was funny. I thought that was funny. Them just dropping F-bombs? They're just dropping F-bombs. I feel like the rated R is gratuitous. It is a lot of thing, and for certain things that works out. But restraint works out so much better in PG-13 in so many ways. And PG-13 gets away with a lot of things anyway. They get away with a lot of violence and a lot of things anyway. And rated R is just for when you want to just go all the way and just have no limit to it. But by having limit, they can work with it and have different things they can do. And I think it works out very well in the PG-13 area. And considering how well these movies are doing, why change what's not broken? And also, what Marvel hero, the mainstream ones, is worth giving an R? The only Marvel hero I think is worth giving an R is Deadpool. Deadpool is Deadpool. He definitely should be an R. And of course, Wolverine. These are the two guys who definitely deserve R ratings. Probably, I don't remember, like Moon Knight, probably, Daredevil, when it was in the Frank Miller era, probably very much so. It really depends on the comic book artist and the writer and everything for whatever eras of comics. There's probably a time when R would have worked after X-Men, but it's such a family thing that it's definitely good at the PG-13 area. I really can't think of anything where that needs to be done for Marvel, and they don't have to. The other big complaint I wouldn't be making is this whole thing where Marvel is a template. Marvel's on the same template that any movie's on. Every movie does the damn hero's journey. Every freaking movie does it. It's not like Marvel's the only one who does it, but they at least do it differently in each one. You've got how Iron Man did it is different from how Captain America did it, is different from how Ant-Man did it. Ant-Man's a damn heist movie. Guardians of the Galaxy, very different. Like, this is a compilation. Guardians of the Galaxy is just very different from the other ones. They are each different in how they did things. They're all hero's journeys, though. They're all origin stories, though. So they do have a similarity there. But let's go look at DC. You have Suicide Squad, where it's a group just like Guardians of the Galaxy. They got comparisons, which sucks to get those comparisons. But it's a compilation. That movie had its moments, also had not good moments. Batman vs. Superman was probably one of the worst things ever. If you want to see a real good Batman vs. Superman, watch the old Batman the Animated Series crossover with the Superman cartoon. That is Batman vs. Superman done very well. That is really good Batman vs. Superman. Because that's what it should be. It should be a conflict of ideas. A conflict of how they feel about things. Superman is the beacon of hope in all these things, and he believes in doing justice this way. Batman is the Dark Knight, and he believes in doing justice this way. And in that cartoon, they conflict on that. In the movie, they spend so much time making Superman not a beacon of hope or everything. Everyone's breaking him down. They put him down to Batman's level, that they're basically just the same guy. They're just both really annoyed with each other guys. One's got superpowers, one's just got a lot of toys. And then they just fight. And that's really dumb. And it's Superman at any point could have just said, okay, we don't really need to fight. Like, even though Batman's being a bitch and everything gets in his face, Superman could still be like, look, buddy, the dude's got my mom hostage or something. And that could have worked out. Didn't have to have that damn Martha moment. They needed to have a better reason for the two to conflict. It could have just simply been, they're both after the same criminal and they both want him for different reasons. Since Batman kills, you could have them fight over the fact that Batman wants to murder this man, Superman doesn't, and they fight over that. There are different ways to do that fight, and to orchestrate it, than the way they did it. I hate the whole DC versus Marvel thing. I just do. Wonder Woman was good. I liked it. What really helps Wonder Woman is the fact that there were so many bad movies before it, that everyone was not sure, and then was like, oh, it's a good movie, so that elevates it to an amazing movie. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. And yeah, I just hate these debates between DC and Marvel. Just enjoy the damn movies. Just enjoy them. When it comes to the comics, just enjoy them. Right now, I hate the Marvel comics. They're terrible to me. I hate them. I love DC Rebirth, though. Right now, DC Rebirth is amazing. Super Sons is one of my favorite comics right now. The Batman lineup, some titles are really good, some are not. Superman himself is pretty good. I really like where DC is right now. I don't like where Marvel is right now. So, like, and you got the console wars. This game's great. This game's better than this thing. I think what it is I hate this whole deviation, this whole separation. And it comes down to a deeper thing with me is I just hate how people separate each other in some really dumb ways. But it's also because we're all human. We all have different personalities. We all have different things we do. And that's just how people are. Like, we just have different opinions and different things and all this and that. But why can't we let people be? That is what I don't get. That is what I really don't get. Here's a weird one for me. Because I just started, there's some Sonic artists. I'm like, oh, these are pretty cool. So I follow them. And they're deep in the Sonic community. And so I'm learning about the Sonic community from them. And here's what's going on with Sonic community. Sonic Mania, people love it. Sonic Forces, People don't. They don't think it's gonna be great. And so we have people in the Sonic community, they're like, Sonic Mania is amazing, Sonic Forces sucks. And it's like, why are we enjoying the fact we got 2 Sonic games? Like, the Sonic Forces isn't even out yet. They're like, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be crap. We got the good one already. It's gonna suck. It's like, why? Why look for the bad? Why assume something's gonna be bad because you just got a good one? Why is there have to be a dark and a light? There will always be light in the dark and dark in the light. But this is games. Why do you have to assume that about these things? There is no correlation here. Sonic Mania being amazing does have nothing to do with what Forces will be. And yet there's people in the Sonic community who think that because Mania was great, Forces is going to suck. And that's weird. I played both. I enjoyed both. They were fun. They're different, but they're fun. And it's a weird concept. Part of my... I like a lot of things. I like doing things. I try not to hate because there's just so much to like, and I don't know why people have to hate so goddamn much. Is really what it is, I suppose. Is it? Maybe it's because where I am and where I'm from? I don't know. I'm from San Diego. I am half Filipino, half Mexican. Those things come from very different backgrounds as well. Mexicans are a mix of Spaniards and Native Americans in this in South America, and all those things down there, and then whatever Spaniards are made up of. Filipinos have also been with Spaniards and other Asian places, obviously, because they're out there in the Pacific Ocean near Asia. So all those things are down here as well, and then whatever mix from there as well. So I'm a mix of a lot of things. Depending on whether you consider Spaniard white or not, apparently I got white in me. I don't know. All I don't got is black. Who wants to put that in? Why did I make that joke? San Diego has so many races here from so many countries, so many places. I'm just used to growing up around everything. Black friends, Mexican friends, Asian friends, Middle Eastern, everything is here. And I'm used to just meeting everything. I'm used to talking to everything. All the foods down here, too. I'm used to eating all the foods. Everything is here. And because it's all here, I guess I just don't understand the hate. There are positives and negatives that different communities do, different cultures do, different races because of those cultures do. But there are positive and negative. And so I don't get the hate because we all suck in some ways and we're all great in some ways. What? Okay, apparently this whole thing is just, let's look at what Scarf is. Let's look at what Scarf is. Scarf is from a lot of backgrounds. Scarf is from a place that is very melting pot. Very much has all these things, has all this stuff. And I've tried to have a varied education. I've tried to do a lot of things. I've tried to vary my life, my education, very much. So I know a lot of random things, and I've been familiar with a lot of random backgrounds. I've always been a very varied person. When it comes to gaming, I've played everything I can. The only genre I don't really like all that much is sports games. I don't really like FIFA. I don't really like Madden. The only one I really like is hockey because it's not so bad, but it's a little more simple for me. But, if you give me Mutant League Hockey, Mutant League Football, I'll play those. You give me Blood Bowl, I'll play that. But you just give me Madden, I don't really like it all that much. You give me, like, NFL Blitz, oh my god, yeah. But, so, I play everything. Like, bullet hells, MOBAs, RPGs, clickers. I've played visual novels. I play these puzzlers now with Professor Layton. P-Cross. I've played so many things. I'm into so many things. That's why our channel is so varied. I'm just such a variety person. And so, I hate the hate. I hate the wanting to separate. I hate the not wanting to mix. I like the mixing. It's what I am a person of, I guess. That is who I am. I like variety. Apparently I like me some fruit salad. Like, that's what it is. I just like a bunch of different fruits together. Like a bunch of different things together. Lasagna is one of my favorite foods. Lasagna is layered madness. It's a bunch of different things. It's got layer and then a bunch of stuff and then a layer and a bunch, like, you got things in there. Like, I just like a lot of things. I like a lot of things. I don't know why I want lasagna. I like a lot of things. As a person I am. Probably why I like Kirby so much. What is Kirby? Kirby is cute and a badass. But what can Kirby also do? He can have all the powers. We are psychologically looking to Scarf right now. The vlogs are weird because they're just where Scarf's head at. That's what they are. Didn't even talk about the channel this week. It's going. It could be in a better position. The anniversary's in October, so I'll probably talk about the channel in retrospect there, but we could be in a better place. I'm having fun. Jinx is having fun. We're having fun. But we're not growing. We're just there. And I don't know how to make that better. I'm on the grindstone trying to. I'm talking to developers. I'm talking to other content creators. You see with the collaborations. I'm doing what I can to grow. There's always more to do. There's always more that can be done. With these last couple minutes, if you have gotten through all the rants, you got to the end here, then let's talk about something else, and then that'll be it. I wanted to open with this, but I realized hiding it at the end, for the people who actually care about all that, who actually care about who Scarf is, potentially, this is where it can go, at the end. Because you got this far. The end credits thing, like Marvel. There you go. Why do I keep doing this? I have no idea. Thing now. As a video goes on, you lose people. They lose interest or whatever. They're not listening anymore. A lot of people listen to these things, and it's like, well, once you hit a point they don't care about, they'll just click off and do something else. That's how it goes. Some people stick for the whole thing. This is the advantage of the vlogs, is you have the longevity. If people really are interested, they'll go all the way through. Like, I'm into Game of Thrones, so I will watch a bunch of Game of Thrones opinion things and Easter egg things and stuff like that, and I'll watch them all the way through because I'm really interested in Game of Thrones. Stuff on lore of games, stuff on just facts about games. A really good series that I'm glad exists that was just genius to do was Dota 2's All the Exceptions. It's like a Did You Know series. And it's like, did you know you can do this and that and these things? Did you know these characters have these special interactions? Because Dota 2 has so many characters that there's abilities that they do this to everyone, but a few characters because of these different reasons. And Dota 2 is a game that you have to study to be good at. And that's why I really like it. It's just that it's such a time sink to learn. That's why we're not really playing, because we're being very casual right now. If I want to be hardcore about a game, Dota 2 is the game to be hardcore about for damn sure. So, here we're at the end of the video. So I'm going to say all this. My birthday was yesterday. I am 31. Some people know that. The people who have been in the community for years know how old I am. I still look young to people, which is nice and all. But it's also, I guess, it surprises people to how old I am. It's the Asian genes. It really is. I got carded yesterday. They did not believe my age, so I got carded. They're like, what? You're 30? What the hell? And so it's a nice feeling to get carded like that. But I'm 31. And getting older, it becomes reflection and thinking and wondering and just going like, have I wasted my life? Because I very much am a failure. In the eyes of the world, in the eyes of the community of America, I am very much a failure. Now, more and more people are living at home. This is very much millennials because of what's going on. More and more people are living at home. The older generation views millennials as just dregs on society. And to the older generation, I am a failure. To my uncle, one of my uncles, his feelings are the millennials who don't have a job, who are not contributing to society, they should be shot to stop taking our taxes. I have an uncle who believes that Very much so. He doesn't say it towards me. He says it towards others in the family. But it's definitely directed towards me. And so, that is a rock around my neck. An albatross, whatever. The weight of... I failed. I've tried very hard for years to get back into work, and we're almost there as far as I know. The big chance was in the summer when we got third out of thousands and got when you need to be the top 2. There's going to be some more positions in October, and maybe I'll get one in there. But right now, I am still a failure. And I am haunted by things I've done and things I've lost and all these things. I'm haunted by success I once had. I'm haunted by love I once had. You get older, I don't know, you accumulate so many things. You accumulate memories, you accumulate losses, you accumulate scars, you accumulate things. Fun fact about scars. When your hand gets hurt, it'll heal over eventually, and you won't see just some of the cuts and bruises you've gotten over the years. Cuts you've gotten over the years because they got healed over. Sometimes they'll stay and you got some scars. But what happened is your skin actually just grows over the cut. When you become an old person, that skin recedes, and all the cuts you've gotten over your lifetime comes back. And so that's a very interesting thing. Everything is just covered over the surface, but it comes back when you get older. I have a lot of regrets. I have a lot of things I wish I had. I have a lot of things I hope to have. Earlier years in this channel, there are times when I was extremely depressed. I'm at the point where I am very much in fighting it as much as I can every chance I get. I fight the depression as much as I can. It holds me down at times, but I'm trying to fight it. Because if I stay in the depression, what am I going to accomplish? Is the best argument I have for myself. What am I going to do other than just be stuck if I stay there? Every now and then, someone tells me we helped them through a tough time. And on extremely rare times, they tell us we stopped the suicide. The channel itself has helped me through plenty as well. Of course, well, this doesn't have to do with the channel, but there was a time when I tried to off myself during the channel, but this had to do, of course, with my love life. But making this channel, making people happy, doing the things we have done, helping people through tough times, helping people with suicides, all these things has always made the channel worth it. It's always made the channel something greater than I ever imagined it could be. I never imagined it would save a life. Now, some of you, of course, who've been here for years, and if you've been here for years, thank you. You hear me say this every now and then, every now and again, where I keep saying it's like, yeah, we know. It's not necessarily meant to just beat it into you guys. It's for myself, to remind myself of what we've accomplished, so I can keep going, to fight back whatever darkness inside wants to creep out. But it's also to let new people know as well. Just let them know that we care about the people who watch. We care about people in general. And that if they need a place, there's always that Discord that we have. Like, I say that because I mean it. And we've been talked to, we've been approached a few times in the Discord and helped people out. It's a tough world. There's a lot of things to be sad about. There's a lot of things to be depressed about. And we can all make it better for each other. And this channel is the best I can do to help. Is that the way I want to think about that? I don't think... The channel is a lot of things. It helps people, it helps me, and I hope for it to always be something that helps people out. Something that helps people feel better, to get through things, to just be happy in some way. That is the hope, and that is the goal. I went really long on this, so that's it. Trying to find the words and everything. I'm a failure, but I don't mean to be, and I don't want to be. And I'm going to keep trying and keep pushing and keep making things to try to make people happy and everything. That is the goal. That is what I try to do. We got to the end of this whole damn thing. Thank you very much. Jinx has to edit all this, so thank you to Jinx for editing all this. It's the birthday vlog, where just reflecting on things. Yesterday was pretty nice. We got Madeir made a picture of us, which was pretty nice. I got to see the tick. That was really great. Yesterday was a great day. It was very fun. Well, I'll make today a great day as well, the 26th. But there are times when just reflecting and thinking and all these things. And the vlog is where I get out whatever feelings I've got. Because you need to get your feelings out somewhere in some way. Some people draw, some people make music, some people do this. Some people, not going to get into it right now, but some people just hurt others to get their feelings out. And I hate those people so very much because they could use that energy in another way. I use my energy to create, to make what I can, to give content, to make people happy. There's some things. I use that energy for that. I use that energy right here in the vlog, just getting those feelings out. And there you go. So that right there is the vlog. Thank you to everyone for watching and listening, and whatever videos you watch, thank you for enjoying them. Thank you to Jinx for all of her hard work, and there you go. That is the vlog. I had fun talking. Hope you have fun watching and listening. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun, things come by, and see you next time.